Exclusive. Ruth Langsford's huge decision after Eamonn Holmes split with surprise result. Ruth Langsford is enjoying time with pals after realizing there's life after Eamonn Holmes, and now, a year on from the couple's shock split, she's vowed to have fun. A year ago, her world was turned upside. But 12 months on, Loose Women presenter Ruth Langsford has turned heartache into happiness. At the start of 2024, Ruth's life looked picture perfect, to the outside world at least. She was a beloved daytime TV presenter, a devoted mum, and one half of British telly's most enduring power couples. Yet behind the scenes, her 27-year relationship with Eamonn Holmes was crumbling, and on the 25th of May, the couple announced that they were in the process of divorcing after 14 years of marriage. But now, as the anniversary of her shock split from Belfast broadcaster Eamonn looms, a source claims that Ruth, 65, has not only turned a corner, but is happy, at peace and embracing single life on her own terms. The source tells OK, Ruth has had a tough year, but actually, she's realized a lot of unexpected positives have come out of it. She's really coming into her own now and is putting the heartache behind her. She's learned how to let her hair down and about the power of friendship. You learn who your friends are when you have a year from hell, and she has people around her who love and support her. It's not what she would have wanted, of course it's not. Divorce wasn't in her grand life plan. But she's realizing that there's a brilliant, exciting life after Eamonn. She's really put the work in on herself, and she is looking amazing after her glow up. It's been heartbreaking, but now she's excited about the future. The cracks in Ruth and Eamonn's union began to show when Ruth was reportedly left, devastated, after it was alleged that Eamonn, also 65, was secretly in contact with another woman. This led to a showdown, after which Ruth is reported to have found messages on Eamonn's laptop that shocked her, and confirmed her worst fears, particularly as she had been caring for him. He is still battling health issues following years of back problems and surgery. Ruth was completely taken by surprise when she saw the messages, a source told The Sun at the time. She had no idea what had been going on between them. She was devastated. Despite that bombshell, Ruth remained dignified in public, focusing on work and the couple's 23-year-old son, Jack. But behind the scenes, the divorce process dragged on, with rumors that there was even a bitter custody battle over their dog Maggie. While Eamonn went public with his new relationship with 43-year-old relationship counselor Katie Alexander in September, as the pair embarked on a cruise from Barcelona, Ruth took a different approach. She returned to Loose Women in July after an extended break and continued to build her successful QVC fashion line, from which reports suggest she took home £2.5 million in a year. Ruth also leaned on her close friends for support and some much-needed fun, including Lizzie Cundy and Rylan Clark. Earlier this year, the famous pals were spotted enjoying a night out in London, with Ruth showcasing her dance moves and letting loose amid the stress of the divorce. But, adjusting to her single life hasn't been easy. In a candid interview in February, Ruth talked about the challenges of her split, but was full of grit, too. Relationship breakdowns are very difficult, but you deal with it and have to move on. You can let yourself crumble or you pick yourself up and get on with life. It's a choice. She also reflected on the difficulties of going through a public divorce. Divorce is very painful. Most don't do it in the public eye, with everybody having an opinion. But that's the nature of my job. Despite the heartache, Ruth said she remained optimistic about the future. I'm quite fine being on my own, but not forever, she said. With her telly career going strong, fashion line booming, her besties by her side and a sparkle back in her smile, Ruth has weathered the year from hell like a pro, and now it's time for some sunshine after the rain. Eamonn Holmes' new flame Katie Alexander shows off perfect smile as fans speculate over teeth enhancement. A source told The Sun, Eamonn is smitten with Katie's appearance. Eamonn Holmes' new love sparkles for the camera, with a look at her dazzling pearly whites. Marriage guidance counselor Katie Alexander, 43, treated followers on social media to her picture-perfect smile. But she immediately sparked speculation about whether her teeth may have been surgically enhanced. The mother of three even shared a video as she drove to spend the weekend with Breakfast TV host Eamonn, 65. A source told The Sun on Sunday, Eamonn is smitten with Katie's appearance. She looks immaculate on his arm and he's a very proud man. Wheelchair-bound Eamonn is now going through a divorce from former TV sofa partner Ruth Langsford, 65. He has endured a health nightmare since dislocating a pelvis and sustaining 3 slipped discs in 2022. Last month, Holmes and Alexander were snapped sharing a kiss on the nose in a tender public display of affection. The couple puckered up amid a crowd of fans as they cheered on her eldest son in an amateur cup final. Eamonn stood from his wheelchair, holding on to a railing, as they got into the tense game in Wakefield, West Yorks, with onlookers describing them as loved up. Glamorous blonde-haired Katie, in a green anorak and black outfit, held Eamonn's hand and leant in for a smooch as he clutched a drink. Eurovision 2025 debate sparks fury on GB News as fans all have same complaint. As England faced another Eurovision defeat, Eamonn Holmes shared his candid thoughts, igniting a storm of reactions. GB News host Eamonn Holmes addressed England losing out on winning the atrocious Eurovision Song Contest once more as he discussed the divisive singing contest on Sunday. Viewers shared their fury as England lost out on winning Eurovision again. Austria took home the win with artist JJ facing off against Israel in a nail-biting showdown during the finale on Saturday. Meanwhile, the UK has crashed out at Eurovision, taking 19th place out of a possible 26, leading some, including GB News guest Alex Dyke, to question why we are still taking part. Eamonn shared, "Year after year we are humiliated." Alex responded, "We're so above Eurovision we shouldn't be in it. We gave the world the Beatles, Queen, and the Rolling Stones. We are the Millwall of Eurovision. Nobody likes us, and we don't care." Eamonn added, "You're making the mistake of associating it with music. It has nothing to do with music. It seems to be a culture, a subculture. It is to do with political point scoring." Alex commented, "We didn't get one vote. It's a disgrace." Viewers of the show agreed as they shared their anger in the comment section. One said, Europe never liked us. We're like a puppet on a string." Another typed, "I don't know why we keep bothering." A third remarked, "What a shocker, we didn't win Eurovision." The UK's Eurovision entry, Remember Monday, avoided null-point humiliation but failed to win the illustrious Song Contest's title. Austria stormed to a narrow victory in what has been one of the most politically charged song contests ever. The Hampshire-based girl group took to the St. Jacobshall Arena stage to represent the UK, performing their song, What the Hell Just Happened. However, despite their best efforts, the odds were not in their favor. Viewers at home were left impressed by their unbelievable vocals, praising the trio's performance. One viewer wrote, "Oh, girls, you smashed it. That was stunning, and your joy on that stage was infectious. I so loved it. You're our winners." It comes as two activists were arrested after trying to storm the stage during October 7 Survivor, Yuval Rafai's performance, while pro-Palestine protesters clashed with Swiss riot cops as the show continued throughout the night.